To Just Reach Out. Let me show you a little bit around the platform. There are 6 tools: journalist outreach, podcast outreach, press opportunities where you answer journalists that have questions, guest posting where you want to be a contributor on the publication, Link Love where you find broken links on your topic and ask them to change them for you, and Unlinked Mentions where you find mentions of your brand that are not linked and ask them to change them to be links to your site. Journalist outreach, somewhat simple. So let's say fitness, workout, abs is a topic that I know a lot about. I can quickly put that into the search. I get articles that are written by journalists. And here I have a way to add them to my specific list. So I've added this to fitness workouts. I've added this one to fitness workouts. And I can go ahead and add these journalists to fitness workouts. Our editors will human verify the email address of these journalists. And so you don't need to worry about all the details, whether this is a current publication, whether this journalist's email address is correct. They're human verified after our algorithm finds them. You can always find the journalists based on any location, any language that you like, any country. You can geo-target them. You can target specific publications if you have a specific publication in mind and only find journalists in that. Web search as well versus news. Date as far as recency, relevancy versus title only. All that information is very much customizable inside the filters. Once you add them to your lists, you will be doing list-wide outreach. So here you go. Here's fitness workouts list. We've added 10 contacts. You select the contacts that you want to email, and then after that you can also upload your own lists if you really like, if you have your CSV or something like that. But once you get into the email screen, you can quickly modify the template that's given to you. You can go ahead and change that template. You can go ahead and jump through different templates that work for you. After you're done modifying that template, you're going to add a scheduled follow-up. If not replied in 3 weekdays, you can change all that information. Go ahead and send this follow-up automatically. Set it and forget it type of thing. So you have 10 or 5 journalists in this queue. You're going to be sending them follow-ups if they never responded to you. You can quickly configure Gmail to send this from your Gmail account, or you can go ahead and use the default email that's your name at justreachout.io, and it's sent from our server. That's up to you. So once you're ready to send, you hit send email pitch. Then you check your email folder to see what's going on with it. A lot of times what you will see is that your pitches are in validation stage. That means the journalist is being verified. Our human verification team is verifying their email address. Once you send, the first thing you'll notice is the open rate, and that's something you're going to be working on. You're going to be working towards a 52% open rate on your emails, and that is you're going to be fixing your subject lines to make sure that your subject line is at 52%. Our team is going to support you through this. We're going to be emailing back and forth with you to get your subject lines to be 50%. This is why this filter is going to be the most important one, because you're going to be filtering by all the subject lines or very specific subject lines and seeing which subject line is getting the best open rate for you. Once you get to 52% open rate, you're going to be looking at getting an 11-12% response rate. You're going to be switching up the actual pitch inside there. You can switch between many different filters and slice and dice this info any way you like. There are tags and campaigns and lots of different features. But those are going to be the 2 main drivers for your outreach. You're going to be modifying your subject line to get your open rate to 52%. And then you're going to be modifying the pitch inside each one to get to 11 to 12% open rate, response rate. You can see exactly what is happening with that pitch, how many times that journalist has scrolled on it, how many times they opened it, and so forth. So this is a data-driven outreach that you'll be doing with journalists and bloggers. Podcasters are going to be very similar, but somewhat different. So here, when you put in fitness COVID-19, you can see that these podcasts are specific to that topic. Again, the filters look very similar. You can search inside the audio as well of a podcast for specific keywords. You can search by genres. You can search by regions and languages and published dates and episode length. But the idea here is that you want to be a guest on these podcasts and you want to listen to them really quick. So you're going to hit the episode, you're going to listen to that specific episode, and if that sounds good, you're not going to listen to the whole thing, you're going to skim through it, you're going to add them to your list. And you're going to do the same outreach that I just showed you on journalists. You're going to contact all these podcast hosts, you're going to ask them to include you as a guest on their show, and you're going to use our templates to write that pitch. And it's going to happen in minutes, right? You're going to be pitching all these folks in minutes, in seconds. You're going to find all these podcasters that are relevant to what you have to say. Now, at the same time, we just went through journalists and podcasters. You should be probably answering questions from journalists on specific topics. And so if I type in fitness, I can see, people these are bloggers, these might be journalists, these might be, podcasters as well, perhaps, that are looking for specific information about a specific topic that they're, Community Health Magazine, Jackson Thomas, here's his email, freelance writer, looking for fitness trainers. Now, if I'm in fitness space, I should be talking to this person, right? Regardless whether it just expired or it's current, I should be finding these journalists, these bloggers, these freelance writers, and striking up conversations with them. And this is what this tool is all about. You type in a keyword like we put in fitness, and we find folks that we want to chat with. Just like that. And so those are some of the main tools in the platform. There are 3 more in here. Guest posting, as I mentioned to you, is very specific. You type in, you type in a specific keyword. So let's type in Brooklyn blogs and type in and see what we come up with. So Brooklyn blogs. This is very specific around Brooklyn, so if you're a local business in Brooklyn, this is probably a good one for you. You can quickly see all the names of the publications, the URL, the domain rating, and the link type and all that. And so it's very easy for you to see which blogs are looking for a guest contributor and which blogs need someone. And so you click send email pitch. And then inside here, you use our template, you modify it and you send it. Set and forget it. Never worry about the email address because it's human verified here. So all the time, whenever you're emailing a journalist or an editor on our platform, that email address is always, always, always verified. Link Love is basically one of the easiest ways to find broken links and basically ask them to change them over. So in this setup, you have a page on your blog, Home Warranty Calculator, right? And you want to find all these broken links out there. And so what happens is you'll find, you'll put that into our tool and we'll find the source, the broken link, and the link text. Now you're going to ask all these blogs to change this link over to yours because it's broken, right? And so it allows you to easily find a website that has a broken link and the email address that gets human verified. So you're going to be mail merging this. You'll check all these folks and you're going to tell them, hey, you're going to use our template again. You're going to say, hey, I found a broken link and I'd like you to change it to mine. So that is pretty much the platform in a nutshell. One of the last things that I like to show you is basically brand mentions that are not linked. This is something people forget about. This is a tool called Unlinked Mention where you can see in Just Reach Out alone we have all these people that have mentioned us but forgot to link to us, which is the most frustrating part. So again, we ask you to quickly change those links to point to our site. You mentioned us but you didn't link to us. Please link to us, that kind of thing. So those are the 6 tools. The platform comes complete with education. We have 20 plus lessons on how to pitch journalists. We have an entire onboarding session which guides you through all sorts of exercises on how to create a story that journalists want to hear. Title brainstorming, subject line brainstorming. Our team is on it and we're always here to help you improve your pitches. So with that said, we'll see you on the other side. Really excited that you're here and checking out this video, and talk soon.